So I've found a way to consistently get brand new dropshipping stores to $1,000 a day, and it only takes about 10 minutes of my time. If you're not doing this exact same strategy, you're literally leaving thousands of dollars on the table. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can implement it. So one of the biggest reasons why dropshippers struggle to hit 1K days, it isn't their product, it isn't their website, and it's not even their ads, it's their offer, right? So before it was easy to kind of just slap a product on a page, run some ads to it, and bam, you make some money. But now you absolutely need a good offer with complementary products if you want to be profitable. And advertising right now just costs a lot, especially advertising on Meta. It's very expensive, so you need to squeeze out every dollar you can if you want to make over a 2x return on ad spend, which is the goal of every dropshipper. Make 2x or more, right? Every dollar you put in, you get $2 out. So I want to share with you some strategies I've been using to hit 1K days, all without having to do any extra work or becoming a master marketer. It's actually super simple. And it really comes down to just creating really good bundle offers and upsells and having complementary products that people are going to be incentivized to buy with the main product that you're advertising. Now, one of the stores that I'm running right now is doing about $1,000 a day on a 3% conversion rate. Some days this is as high as 4%. If you know anything about the industry of dropshipping, if you're sitting between a 2% or 2.5%, you're golden. So I'm getting a good conversion rate because the offer is a no-brainer. And nowadays, if you don't have a no-brainer, you're not going to make any money. So before we get into the formula and how I kind of do it, it really comes down to just kind of seeing what the market space looks like for creating good offers. So I don't like reinventing the wheel. I like to see what's working and replicating that. Every now and again, I'll try to use my brain a little bit, but for the most part, I love ecom because we can see what's working, and now with the help of AI, replicate that to a T and then scale from there. So one of the things I first like to do, depending on the product and industry I'm selling, I like to take a look at the competitor, the direct competitor, and also see some adjacent competitors and see what offers look like. Now, if you're still not quite sure what I mean, let's take a look at this. I don't know why my webcam disappeared there, but you guys can see what we're talking about. So, boom, right? She Vitality. I've talked about this brand a few different times on this channel because of how great their offer is and their brand is. So at face first glance, you kind of look at it and you think, oh, they're just selling this cellulite massager for $54. Where's the rest of their offer, right? Different offers look differently and are presented differently. For them, it's not until you add to cart that you see all this other additional stuff. So you get, first off, when you add to cart, you're not just buying this, you're getting a full bundle and package. So this already is beating out 90% of dropshippers because you're not just incentivized to buy the cellulite massager. You're also getting oils that align with it, collagen face masks. And I've seen their ads. They put a heavy focus on selling this, obviously, because that's the star of the show. But then you come on their page and then you think you're just going to buy this, but then you see all this other stuff. And the best part is it's free, right? You get the collagen mask for free, you get the oils for free. It's a really good offer. And on top of that, right? So that's one element is when someone is ordering something, having complimentary free gifts. But on top of that, you get to see some other stuff here, right? So you can, if you want to get more collagen masks, you can pay for that. You can get different oils and all this other stuff. I promise you, their average order value is like probably 120 something dollars, and they're selling a $54 product. Okay, so that is pretty impressive on their end. And then they have this lifetime warranty thing, which if you're not adding this to your stores, you're literally wasting money as well or losing money as well. Because literally, like this is a really great opportunity to just get free money. And all it is that they're basically saying, hey, we'll send your product to you, and we'll make sure that it's good if you want to add that to your cart. And everybody knows in the industry that this doesn't do shit, right? Like we're not going to package your product any differently than if you had purchased this. It's just literally there to make more money. So you go here, and I have obviously not purchased any of their products, but I'm like 99.9% positive you're going to get hit with some post purchase upsells, right? So you're going to buy this, and at the end they're going to prompt you with your credit card already on file because you already purchased this. They're going to say, hey, would you like to also get another cellulite massager for your friend or family member for 50% off, right? So that's one great example of a brand that does it really, really well. And by the way, this document, if you guys want it by a chance, just DM me on Instagram and I'll send it to you. It's not that extensive of a document, but if you want it for whatever reason, DM me on Instagram. Another brand here, the Vertisoothe. It's a anti-dizzy roll-on for people with vertigo. So this is a pretty standard approach of a good bundle, right? Like a lot of dropshippers have caught on to this, right? Where it's like, okay, we're not just going to sell one product or just have people buy one of our products. We're going to make sure we have some buy two, get one, 50% off, whatever, which is solid. This is really good. And then you also go to add to cart, and then you see here that they're giving you an inhaler as well. So this is another example of what I mean. And on top of that, if you notice, it's all branded, right? So rather than just using the stock images provided to us by our suppliers, they're going out of their way to just use AI and ChatGPT or Higgsfield or whatever AI tool to generate this and make it look branded, right? So I can add that in, and this is free money because think about it: when you're running ads, the great thing about this, right? When you're running ads, you're paying to acquire a client on the main product. Anything else that they buy is just profit, right? Obviously, subtracting the cost to fulfill the product, but anything additional to that is profit. That's why ebooks do really good because you can throw in ebooks as a free gift. And I even see people now creating ebooks with ChatGPT and Claude AI, and even charging as low as $2 for it. People just add it to their cart. And you create the ebook, and it's free. You never have to fulfill on it, and it's additional two, three, sometimes $5 on top of your order, and that helps. That those small details, guys, make the margins in drop shipping. It makes the margins, and it literally can double your business because as much as you spend more money and you get more customers, those numbers start to escalate quickly. Right? Another little product here, the Bible in a Year 52-week study. So they're giving you a journal here. It's a study journal, and you also get a pack of pens as well, right? So it's like, oh, I like this, right? Like I'm getting an item and I'm also getting a free gift. This is an example of a no-brainer. You got to have to also think as well. Some products you're competing with Amazon, Walmart, even, and all these other big brand retailers that sell like other similar products. Now, something like this, you might not have to. Actually, this product is on Amazon, but you're going to be competing with them. So, what's the advantage we have over Amazon, right? Amazon has a massive advantage over us dropshippers. They have the really quick shipping times. They have all the customer reviews. It's a legitimate website that's proven, tried and proven. They have an amazing return policy. How do we beat them? Well, we have to create something that Amazon sellers most times not can't do, which is create offers. Right? Most people on Amazon, they're just selling the flagship item. Very rarely do you ever buy something on Amazon and then you also get an additional complimentary item for free, right? Like when's the last time you've ever done that? I don't remember ever doing that. So we can beat the Amazon. If you're ever trying to drop ship something, you're like, damn, I gotta compete with Amazon on this. First off, you never really have to compete directly. Like if your product is good enough, even if Amazon is popping on Amazon, it's fine. Like if there's enough volume, you'll be able to still get a portion of the market that aren't even on Amazon. But nevertheless, there is that second level that people try to, okay, this is cool. I'm seeing an ad for it. Let me go check on Amazon to see if it's there. The way you beat them is by creating these offers. And it doesn't just stop here, right? Like this is an item where it probably doesn't make the most sense to do a buy one, get one free. Like, yeah, you can probably angle it for spouses or couples, and maybe you can get around with that. But where they make up a lot of their money is if you go to add to cart here, boom, you get some Bible tabs, some markers, some sticky tabs, highlighters, right? This is where they're going to make up their money, and I promise you, it probably costs them like $2 to source this, $2 to source that, maybe $1.50 to source this, and you subtract the difference to source this, you're walking away with like $5 in profit, $3 in profit, $5 in profit. That adds up. Some people go buy this and they buy all this stuff. You just went from whatever you're sourcing this from to like $12 in profit to now, $19, $20 in profit. That adds up and that makes the difference. Okay. And then one of the last brands I'm going to just use as an example here, one of the best to do is Rise. I don't know anybody else doing offers better than Rise. Look at all the shit you get here, right? You get like, if you were to buy their premium bundle, which is limited time only. By the way, this limited time only thing has been on their website for the last year. I study Rise all the time, and they literally always have this on their offer sheet, which is like limited time. We won't be doing this for much longer. They literally always have that there. But anyway, you get a iced coffee glass, you get a travel creamer, you get spoons. I've actually also gotten Rise products before as a shop affiliate back in the day when I was doing that. and the quality of all the stuff, their packaging and boxing is really great. So, I mean, this is a branded brand, obviously, but you can learn a lot from these brands as dropshippers because they're creating really good offers, and the goal is to look like and blend in with these actual proven brands as dropshippers, right? And then you go here, boom, you can upgrade. Okay, once I hit upgrade, boom, there's another upgrade. I think they can present this a little better though. I don't know why it's all the way at the bottom of the page, but maybe on mobile it's better, more optimized on mobile. But boom, right? So now I can, my cart total can go from, $30, $40 to almost up to $60, $70, right? So that is kind of what you want to start implementing into your own drop shipping brands to literally almost double your revenue, and it takes no time to do it. I'm going to show you some of the ways I like to do it and the tools I like to do. But before we get into that, my formula for AOV bundling, the goal is to kind of do this in steps. Now, obviously, you could just throw it all against the wall and just have everything. You can have bundles, postcard upsells, post purchase upsells. You do everything that you want to immediately when testing a new store. But this is how I've done it to kind of make sure that I'm actually adding things in that's of value. Because just because the item is there as a upsell doesn't mean people are going to buy it. You got to make sure that you're actually finding good products that complement your products well, and it has consumer value. So my goal to get your AOV. So actually, let me take a step back here. The goal is to get your AOV, your average order value, 2x the base price of your product. So if you're selling socks for $15, your average order value to scale your product and brand should be $30, right? So I know people that actually shoot for 3x this, which honestly makes sense, right? Like ads are expensive. Like if you're trying to survive in this world with advertising costs, you gotta really make sure you're pumping up those AOVs. So this is what I like to do. I like to add quantity discounts, free gifts, card upsells, post purchase upsells, right? Everything there. But you do that in kind of layers, right? So you should start every new product test with a bundle plus free gifts discount offer. And I'm gonna show you real quick how that looks. Okay, so let's take a look at this mock store that I have here, right? So I put this together to show you a good example of how I like to do things. So we have the Haloven one brush, right? So it's a all-in-one 360 teeth brush tool, right? Pretty cool, right? So this is a live example of how I'd build a store nowadays. So I'd create an offer like this where it's buy one, and then you can do buy one, get one 50% off. But if you buy three, you get one free, and then you also get the teeth whitening foam for free as well. But it doesn't stop there, right? So let's say I go with this offer here: buy one, get one 50% off plus free shipping, right? So another really cool thing there is I'm always making sure that if you want free shipping, you have to spend a little bit more money. But once you do that, I then throw in some post purchase or sorry, add to cart upsells. So now as they're getting ready to check out here, I'm throwing in some stuff like this 1 year extended warranty for $5, right? So, you get an 1 year warranty on a device like this. And then if anything happens, you can come back and, request a refund. Very rarely do anybody ever, uses this or act upon it. So it's literally a free $5. Then I have the teeth whitening foam as a post purchase upsell, or not post purchase upsell, rather, as an additional upsell there. And then a replacement mouthpiece, which is just this piece here that goes on the person's teeth as another little upsell, right? And it cost me like $2 to source this and like $4 to source this. It's really, really cheap. So the difference of that is additional money, right? And the tool I personally like to use to create these specific bundles and some other cool things is the tool Rappy here. Rappy is really cool because I've kind of pivoted over to them because they do a better job of not only helping you create the bundles, but also like tagging products in your order sheet. So as you can see here, I got 2 orders in and it's tagged under Rappy Bundle because the Rappy Bundle helped me literally double the money that I was going to make or make some extra money that I was going to make that I wouldn't otherwise have made if I didn't create the bundler, which is really cool here. So as you can see here, got 2 orders in and it's tagged under Rappy Bundle. So that's literally increasing my average order value and allowing me to make more money for doing absolutely no additional work. So it's cool because you can pick a whole bunch of different colors and templates and designs here. So if I wanted to, I can pick some different templates. One template that I've been messing around with too on different stores is this one here. I like it better when it's two products though, or two items that I'm testing rather than three. For three, it looks a little clunky there. But my go-to one right now has been this prestige one because it has a nice rounded off look. And then if I have a product like this that has different colors, the color swatches are really easy to have all in there as well. And then when you go under the offers tab, you can add as many offers as you want. And then this is where I add my free gift. So as you can see here on offer three, I have buy three, get one free. And then I have my free gift in here as well. And I like to show the original price to show people, hey, you're getting something that's normally like $13 for free if you get this bundle, which is really cool. They also have a subscription feature too, which a lot of people I've been seeing on their stores are using. Rappi is taking over the AOV bundling game. They're going to be doing subscription tools, and they pair really well with subscription services. So if you have a subscription app through Shopify, Rappi will pair with them really well. And this is really good for supplements and skincare things where people are ordering every few months. You can just throw this on here, and if I turn this on, you can see here people will be able to subscribe and save, and you can set the parameters, and it'll pair right with the subscription tool that you're using. So a lot of people have been using Rappi for all this because of how much better it is, and they're becoming an all-in-one tool. So they're going to soon be adding a whole bunch of other things like post-purchase upsells and all that stuff. And I love it because it just makes it easier to make my store look branded, more professional, and get more money, right? So rather than someone spending $40 on my store, I'm getting an extra $20 of AOV value because this tool makes it really simple and easy. So I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to save some money and sign up for Appy. I have a description link somewhere in the description. You'll have a link there. We can sign up and save some money, which is always good. I know with these apps it can add up a lot, but Rappi is actually a great price for all the things that it offers, and you'll literally make your money back in the first few days of using it if you're running a store with a profitable product. So shout out to Rappi. So make sure you have those bundles and free gifts as the first thing. If you're testing a store and it's profitable and it does well for you, great. That means you can move on to having cart upsells. So that's when you're going to throw some stuff in there that's like, hey, get this to pair with this. I like to always frame it as most frequently bought with because people feel like inclined that, hey, people are buying it with this item, so I might as well do it as well. So start off with one or two items, and then if they're doing well for you and people are purchasing, then you can add more. And lastly, the easiest money you'll ever make is post-purchase discount offers. I like to give them a one-time offer of 50% off that product that they just purchased. So back to the example of the Halo in store, I would have a post-purchase upsell offer that's like, hey, limited time offer. You only have 3 minutes to decide, but if you want, you can get a additional cleaning toothbrush for instead of $50, you can get it for $25. But this offer will never happen again, and you will be surprised how many people just buy it just because they probably don't even need it, but because they're getting hit with a limited time offer and they already committed to buying the product at full price, they will buy that additional one and say, you know what, I'll have a backup one just in case this one breaks or something. It's free money because you literally don't have to worry about the advertising costs of that product because that's already taken care of on the front end, and on the back end, you're just making a ton of additional money. So that's what I like to do. And then once you're really scaling, you can start doing like complimentary cross sells, upsells, downsells. There's a bunch of different things. I at one point with my store, I had like 4 different offers after they purchased. So they would say, "Hey, would you like this offer?" And if they decline, they would say they would get prompted with another offer and then another offer. And by the fourth one, they would definitely buy if they didn't buy on the first 3. So it's really cool how that works. So guys, literally these small tweaks and changes take 10 minutes of your time and it will literally double your business and allow you to make so much more money. If you're not doing this, you're wasting your money. And honestly, like you're not going to be successful. And all the top brands are doing it. So you have to get on it too, especially with Q4 coming around. You want to make sure you're locked in to creating good offers. So hopefully you guys are getting some value from this. As always, hit me up on Instagram if you have any questions or you would like this document. I got some great content on the way, guys. Been holding out a little bit just because I want to make sure that my strategies are tried and true. I don't want to report back to you bullshit, but I definitely have some cool stuff on the way. I'm getting ready to really cook up some stuff here for you boys. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.